Please say hello when you enter the room. And let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear. Wow, is Friday not the day to go live anymore? Should I just stick to the weekends? Because, wow, I'm surprised there's not more people here. That's interesting. I'll give it a little bit more time, and then maybe I might just start some general readings before we start. If anyone wants to know how this works, you just go to the description box, okay? Remember, this is 30 Canadian, so it's going to look very different in your currency. It might be more, it might be less. I don't know. Okay, we're going to start with some general readings until more people get here. Where is everyone? That is so bizarre. Okay, I'm going to do some general readings for everybody. Even if you're catching this on the playback, it will still technically be for you. So we'll look at something you need to be aware of today, okay? We're going to have groups 1 to 3. So choose either if you want 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll look into it. And again, if you want a private reading, personal reading, just go to the description box. Everything is laid out there on how this works. It's super easy. So group 1, what do you need to be aware of today? Okay, you're in the process of letting something go and surrendering something that honestly needs to go. But it could have taken you a while to get to the point where you felt like you could, okay? This is like in transit. We're not fully there. He's still in transit, but you're on your way to letting go and releasing something that has not been working for you, okay? So whether it's a person, a place, a habit, or even like something in your healing journey, you're like moving on to the next level. So that's amazing. Group 2, what do you need to be aware of? Okay. I don't know if this is happening right now, or, you know, it's about to, but there's something that's going to be kind of coming to the surface, okay? Something that I feel like you've been band-aiding. It's like, it could be with respect to another person, but it could definitely also be someone who may try to hurt you, backstab. It's temporary though. This is temporary. But it could even be like when you have some days that are bad. You know, you've been doing so well, you've been having like some high days, very positive days, and then boom, you're back to where you were. This is something that I feel like you need to get, I feel like, a hold of, because it just keeps resurfacing. I'm trying to figure out if this is like coming or if this is something you're dealing with at the moment. Maybe you're not doing too well. Maybe you're not feeling too well. Can anybody who's watching just please confirm that you can hear me? I don't know where everybody is. I don't even know. We have a storm over here. I wonder if that's like across the board, like where you're watching from too, there's a storm. But I'm just wondering, maybe Fridays are not really the best day to go live. Anyways, give me group 3. What do they need to be aware of today? Okay. Self-isolation and growth. Self-isolation and growth is going to be something that you're going to be working on. Okay. I'm just going over to PayPal to see if anybody's paid. If you do feel like you need to self-isolate, do so. There's nothing wrong with that. But you may not want to be around a lot of people, okay, in the days ahead. That's okay. That is totally okay. Do what you need to do, okay, to heal. Where is everyone? Okay, let's keep going. We're going to do what you need to be aware of. Like, I hope people were notified, because this is bizarre. And we do have people here, but I guess nobody wants to say hi or confirm that they can hear my voice. Okay, what do you need to be aware of? 1 through 3. So choose either pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. What do you need to be aware of? Group 1. Okay. Someone I feel like is being very nice to your face, but listen, you need to have your eyes peeled, okay? There's a hidden agenda. There are secret intentions. There's manipulation at foot, and it's being disguised as kindness, okay? Even if you feel like there's somebody that's been around you who is trying to be like super helpful, and maybe in some of your cases out of nowhere, like they're not even really like that, but all of a sudden now they're acting like that. Be careful with that, okay? Might be a facade. Group 2, what do you need to be aware of? Wow, okay, plastic smiles, fake kindness, forced friendliness, hidden resentment, friends in name only. Ooh, that is interesting. Okay, well, listen, this may be that you are having to put on this front, okay? Maybe you're finding that you have to be plastic. Do what you have to do to survive is all I'll say. But if this is someone else, you know, that you've been feeling, oh, thank you, Basma, for confirming. I so appreciate it. If this is someone around you, and I would say it might be a friend, but it could also be a coworker, they are also putting up a front. Not only that, the reason why they may be doing this, or why there's anything kind of like animosity behind the scenes, it could be because there's something that they're not over that you did. They feel you did to them, you said to them. There's resentment, which is interesting. Or even if you're like back on track with somebody, like you think you're back on track with someone, I don't even care if it's a lover. There's still some resentment, and resentment, in my opinion, is dangerous. It's one of those things where, like say I have resentment towards another person. That person's going to have to do a lot, and most people don't do a lot, you know, when they're trying to, you know, apologize for what they've done. So it's very hard to get rid of that. It's very hard. People can say they're over it, but resentment, it's really deep rooted. Okay, wow, these two cards are very much the same. Group 3. Okay. I know this doesn't sound very great. This doesn't sound like good stuff. But we've got broken promises. So there's going to be a disappointment in an expectation. Now be careful with expectations, because expectations are really, you know, they're your point of view. You could expect all that you want from another person. But, you know, they can do whatever they want, right? They have that choice. So I think this person, a person who you've been having or you have an expectation of, is going to let you down. And there may be lost trust. But I do feel like they may come back with some words, but you are being advised that their words mean nothing. Okay. I'm just going to go over here and check. Maybe I'm too early. Yeah, maybe I'm too early here. I'm definitely going to be keeping it to just weekends only. That's for sure. I guess everybody is working. Still at work. How's everyone doing that's here? If there's anything that you want to ask, or, you know, like anything you want to share or get my perspective on or my opinion on, please do so. I will definitely answer it. If I don't know anything, hi Isabel. If I don't know anything about what you're talking about, I won't say anything though. But if I do have something to say, I will. Hello, Carol. Okay. There you all are. I thought I would go live on a weekday because I've been going live on weekends. And while that's been really good, I wanted to give people who are not, you know, necessarily available on a weekend, the opportunity to book. Getting better habits. You're new here? Are you just recently subscribed to the channel? And how did you find me? Sometimes I wonder if my videos are still getting pushed out, like into people's suggested feed. That would be great to know. Like, seriously, if that's how you found me, because sometimes I wonder. I really wonder. And it seems to happen to like everyone for some reason. Like every person who has been on YouTube, it's like something happens around the 4-year mark. Like, and I don't know if it's that, I don't know if it's like orchestrated on purpose or like if it's just naturally what happens. But it's strange to have like 20-something thousand subscribers and you can only get maybe up to 8K views. I find that weird. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear that, you know, I'm still showing up in people suggested. So, if anyone wants to book a personal reading, okay, if you're new here and you don't know how this works, you just go to the description box. It's all mapped out there what you do. Remember, it's Canadian dollars. I know most of you are not Canadian. You're so lucky if you are, if you're not. Anyways, it may be different in your currency, okay? Typically, I think for American, it's like 25. I'm actually curious. Let me see how much it costs. USD to Canadian. Let's see. Oh, it's even less. Okay, so it's like probably about 22. Yeah, like $22. But let's say like you're Australian, right? Then you're gonna pay more, right? Oh, you are? You get my humor, right? Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's like, what do you guys think about what's going on in the world right now? I literally don't know what to do. I was doing really good, like on my own timeline, but I'm not gonna I can't do this toxic positivity thing. I feel like it gets out of hand, where it almost becomes like delusional. I can't sit here and not like pretend like I don't see what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? There's a whole thing with that, Basma. There's a whole thing with that. I haven't figured out if I'm going to re-upload it. I may talk about what happened there, okay? But yeah, I did upload and then I deleted it. I don't want to go into it because I feel like if I do repost it, I will talk about what happened with that video. But something happened with that video. And that's kind of where I'll leave it. But yeah, like, you're not nuts. I did upload something on the other channel. I am having a little bit of difficulty with the spiritual community because I feel like if you're not perfect and you're not spewing positivity, it kind of like for example, on my second channel, I didn't go live for like a month, you know, because I just felt like if I was going to go live, I had to be super uplifting and positive and helpful to other people. But I just feel like sometimes, you know, it actually does help people, you know, it does make people feel seen and heard to go live, you know, when you are, you know, being real, being human, talking about what you don't like, what you feel. I don't really want to come across as this super positive, like just all the time on a high, because that's not reality. Hi, Mercedes. That's just not reality. Okay. And on your journey, on your spiritual journey, you're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. You're going to feel, I mean, hello, like, we're not robots here. Okay. But I just feel like there's something that stinks a little bit in the spiritual community, with the whole like love and light. And I don't think I've talked about this before. I just don't agree that that is what this is. Being spiritual and ascending, you're going into the depths of hell sometimes, you know, to just, you know, look at things and learning how to manifest and just, you know, like pretending like you don't see things. I don't know about that. I just don't know how I feel about that. So yeah. Yeah, I've let go even with my tarot readings. I just don't care anymore. I'm not sure, you know, I think there's like, people don't understand that when they're watching a reading, and never mind my reading, just a reading, that person is putting out the content. How you pick it up and, you know, internalize it and what you do with it at the end of the day, that's your part, you know, that's your part to play. That's how you receive it. And you do have control. You do have control over yourself, but it's that toxic positivity thing again, you know, let's all just look at it like in a positive way. But sometimes, you know, just sometimes humanity needs a kick in the ass. Okay. So that they can wake up and see something. And sometimes that stuff is not so pretty. Like, when I look back in my life, actually, to some things that people have said to me, and maybe somebody who would have been standing next to me would have thought it was really rude. I actually was like, it made me stand up and see something that I wasn't seeing before. And I've always been like that. So, you know, the way I dish out in my readings, it's how I receive it. It's how I take it too. Like, I actually like it that way. Don't dance around. Just tell me what it is, you know? And I've had some very big revelations in my life from what people have said to me that wasn't so hard. I mean, wasn't so easy at times to digest. But when I actually went somewhere and I thought about it, I was like, you know what? They're right. You know, they're right. They're right. You know? So I don't know, you know, it's just, I love that we have the internet. I love that, you know, more people can be helped, you know, through ascension at this point. Because, like, think about people who were ascending 100 years ago. I don't know how they did it, okay? Mercedes, I see your payment. I'm just going to finish what I'm saying. I don't know how they did it, but you have to filter through, you know, what you're really watching, because, you know, there are like spectrums and levels to this stuff, and you could have a full-on, you know, psychic person, just like I had. I used to go to somebody But she wasn't aware of anything else. Like, she had her gifts, but she only could see so much. I mean, she wasn't aware of anything in the world. She wasn't aware of even like high level connections, you know, whatever you want to call them, twin flames. She wasn't aware of. She never had that experience. So just make sure that when you're watching somebody, pay attention to kind of like how you're feeling, you know. I would say the most important thing would be the growth in you, you know, like what kind of growth are you having in you from watching, you know, the person that you're watching. And I'm obviously just speaking to, you know, the spiritual community at this point. I'm not talking about if you watch like stuff about animals or something or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going over there. Okay, but take your time. I also agree in this spiritual that has a lot of performance empathy in dealing with this topic. Also feel that things that we see from another don't like, it's like we need to, yeah. Sometimes being triggered is like, I don't know. I just feel like you have to, like I don't know. There's not enough information about this out there as of yet. That's what I find. There's just not as much information. And like, take even psychic attacks, you know? Psychic attacks are very rare. Usually it's your body trying to signal to something. Usually it's something coming, you know, right in front of your face so that you can look at it. Sometimes even that feeling, that reaction you have. Now, I want to be fair though. There are times when actually people are valid for feeling what they feel. And, but it's very rare. It's very rare. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you do get offended. I'm not saying every time you get offended, you need to go somewhere and look at something, because sometimes that person is actually like projecting onto you. But what I mean is we just haven't been equipped. We just have not been equipped. Guys, you cannot blame yourself at all for the state that you're in, whether it's emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You are not given the tools. You didn't have you weren't 5-10 steps ahead. So now you're trying to just do this all right now. And you know, you want it to be over in a day or a month or a week or 10 years. No, you have to literally deprogram. And we don't even realize how conditioned we've been, you know what I mean? How strong the program is. I mean, I don't know how aware you guys are, but do you see like, do you guys even notice that what this planet does to people? Like, for example, I look at children and something happens around, I feel like something happens around 12, 13, they start to change. Do you notice they don't have the light as much in them? And I'm not saying that they're bad. I just mean they don't have that like light. The light starts to look like it's just going. And I don't know. I think it comes with awareness. And I don't know about you guys, but as I'm becoming so aware, I feel like I almost have too much awareness that it kind of like actually pisses me off sometimes, you know? You learn and grow until the day. Yeah, there's no finish line. I've been on, I had my first awakening in 2007. I've had four at this time. I've been on this journey like with my first real wake-up call in 2007. And I'm still going. I mean, it does get easier. Don't get me wrong. It does get easier. But I just do find that a lot of people, they have an issue with time. They want it over, you know, they want to be at their destination. This is school, you know, you're here. This is everlasting school, to the day you take your last breath. But it's also on the flip side, a life full of positivity and possibilities. So look at like 90-year-olds, for example, when they start a YouTube channel. Have you seen some of these 90-year-olds who share their wisdom and they've got millions of followers? I mean, I feel like nobody has an excuse, you know? Okay, let me go over there. I was like on a rant. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So I've got Mercedes and Su Yun. If anybody wants to get in, like, do it now because I'm not going to be here for long. I may try to come back tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I don't think weekdays are going to be a good option. I think it's best I stay, like, doing this on a weekend. I don't know. Okay, Mercedes. Hi, Chitra, general reading today. Whatever needs to come out. Okay. Let's bring forth what she needs to hear. What does she need to know? You found my channel like right now as I was live? Or when did you find it? I'm always curious how everybody finds me. Oh, wow. You found me while I was live? That's awesome. That makes me happy. Okay. That's interesting. Mercedes, are you there? Have you just wrapped up something? Have you just wrapped up something work-wise? Like, I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing. I don't know if it's a project. I'm not sure what it is, but did you just wrap something up? Like, I feel like if I want to use a word, I want to say wrap up. Wrap up. Did you just wrap up something? Or finish something? This feels like work. Work to me. Not really. Are you in the process of doing that? So this is why I need to know, because I can't tell if this has happened already or if it's going to. Like, I'm so not good with time because I understand that time is all at the same now. It's now. So the past, the future, and the present, it's all now. Work has been stagnant. There's a little glimpse of hope with work. It's kind of they're showing me like a shooting star. It shoots out of nowhere. It's not like expected. It's like a burst. Feels like a burst of something. Like, I don't know what that looks like in your world. So I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it's something goes right. I do feel like I just also saw the signing something. But that also can be symbolic. I feel like you're signing something, or you are, like, I see handshakes. I see signing something. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I don't think you should be worried about anything if your work is stagnant, but hold on here. This is something here, like some sort of like really out of nowhere. Thank God. I'm hearing thank God. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you really need this, but it's like thank God. Like there's a little like wish coming true, but I don't know that you even wished for this. I just keep feeling like there's a deal made. There's a deal. I see signing. I see handshakes. Breadcrumbing. Giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. Is that what it's felt like? Have you been feeling like you've been getting breadcrumbed? Or it's just... I heard the word like speculation, like curiosity, but nothing following through. And it's interesting because you're saying that it's stagnant. You're saying work is stagnant, which I see here. More. On red. Ignored messages, waiting anxiously, no replies. Maybe they're just busy. This is just more on that. Like just feeling like I feel like people are curious in you. Like there's a curiosity about you, but it's the follow through. Thank you to everybody who's liking the video. I really appreciate it. It's the best thing you can do for me. It pushes me out into YouTube land so more people can find me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, like I'm feeling what's going on right now. I'm feeling it deeply. It's like, I feel like you feel like you're out here on your own. Or it's like, I knew this was work, but it feels like it's isolating. It feels isolating. Okay, that was going to be the last card that I was going to draw from this deck. And then look, and he looks pretty excited, like something fell through. Something went through. And you're going to have to see how this incorporates for you, because I don't really know what you do. I don't understand what your work looks like. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I don't sign contracts to do my work. I just have clients. So it could be a client thing. I don't know. Hi. Hey, Melody. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yes, you may. Look, there's a big break. Career turning point, major opportunity, life-changing moment. This is it. Now, I just want to be a little careful here because I don't want to like presume that it's like it's all uphill from here. But it's good. It's like, I just heard it again. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. So I'm wondering if this is even somebody that you've been trying to work with who literally it was crickets and is coming back maybe. Maybe they're coming back. Maybe I don't need to figure this out, like who it is. Maybe it's just good that it's happening. They want me to ask like what you're learning through this because, yeah, that would be it. That would be something, definitely. You're contacting people, yeah, and nothing's been panning out. I'm not sure why, but they want me to draw a card on what you're learning. And I understand, like, we're always learning something, right? Like, we're always learning something through everything. Doesn't matter how small you think it is or how big you think it is, but what is she learning, like, during this time? What is she learning during this time? Oh, wow, that's creepy. That's creepy in a good way. So that just fell out right there. That just fell out right there. So that's the card, okay? And I know sometimes I don't pick up jumping cards, but it's the way they fell. And then Spirit was like, take it. That's the card she needs to hear. Trusting the universe. And no, these cards are not universe-based, okay? They have all different kind of meanings on them. The universe is conspiring in your favor. Everything is working out, even when it seems otherwise, because that's what's going on. You're feeling a drought. You're feeling stagnant. You're feeling like being breadcrumbed, or like people are like reading your stuff and, you know, you're being left on red, which is like symbolic, you know. I've been feeling that the lesson. I've had such a hard time letting go. Guys, this is another thing about the whole toxic positivity thing with this spiritual community, is that it's all great and everything when, you know, things are okay. But trust me when I say the universe is going to show you through some dark times. Like, you will have some dark times put upon you, and it will look like it's very hard to remain positive because everything's just fallen. But that's when you get tested. It's just, you know, I don't know how to say this, you know, it just really actually irritates me when I see some people with the whole positive thing and, you know, they're like more on, you know, they can't give you even real situations that they've been through, you know? I mean, they're not even working. They don't even work with different types of clients. I work with everybody. I've worked with everybody. Oh, yeah. I've had to work with people, you know, read for people who are in some very serious circumstances. Okay. Yeah. I kind of like want to say stuff, but I'm having a hard time like saying the words. Like I don't have the words because it's all dandy to manifest, but wait till you don't have no money for like nothing, not even food, or, you know, you'll be kicked out, you know, in a day or two. Like try that. But you know, it's, yeah. Anyways, you guys probably understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think here, keep doing what you're doing. Like keep the reaching out. Keep reaching out to people. Keep doing that. You know, it's good. But I think you're being tested right now when it comes to like your trust with all of this. But I see something panning out. Now, am I saying this is going to take care of your whole life or no, but it's a thank God moment because it comes through when you need it. Okay. All right, let me go back over here. Okay, I'm going to Su Yan. Then I have Daniela, and then I have Mel. Okay, Su Yan. Thank you in advance. I'm a spirit worker, and I'm currently dealing with a spirit, or well, some being that is communicating to me. It takes the form of something I drew. What your take on this energy is? Say. Okay, I need a little information on what you're speaking of. Are you talking about like an earthbound spirit? And what do you mean by when you say it takes the form of something you drew? Like you drew on paper? What do you mean by this? I need more. Give me a little bit more. I'm going to draw your cards as I do it, but give me a little bit more. Oh, here we go. Okay, all right, sorry. It says here what, okay, all right. I drew a character on a cause. Okay, I'm going to try to just answer your question and see what comes out, okay? What does she need to know about this? Like, are you afraid or something? Or like, how do you feel about this? Are you scared? So this is interesting here because this feels to me like we're in the in-between, okay? Me drawing this and then also my mediumship, like I just feel like I've got something in the in-between. What do I mean by the in-between? Not fully geez, what's the word? Transitioned. Oh my God. I feel like I have something that hasn't transitioned. You always question your channelings? Yeah. Why do you question it though? Maybe that's just, you know, a sign to kind of like maybe this is not resonating with you anymore to do this, whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like out of everything you just wrote, I'm paying attention to the part where you're saying that you're questioning something. Like by you questioning it, it literally means there's something about it that's just not resonating with you. So what if maybe you just stopped? Because experience of seeing other channels get things wrong and consequences always follow. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about with the consequences. Okay. This is kind of interesting. Can I tell you something without you getting offended? I'm kind of being drawn over here because I feel like I want to ask you, like, what's your state? What state are you in? Like emotionally, spiritually, when you're doing this? Because I do feel like you could be, you know, calling in with this judgment energies who are a reflection of that, which is chaos. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. And I'm going to tell you another thing. And listen, nothing I say is factual. Okay, just remember that. Nothing I say is factual. It's just all left up to interpretation. But this energy has actually been around since childhood. So I don't know when you say you channeled them. I don't know how long ago this was. But it could have just become more visible to you. But I feel like this has been with you since a while. Yeah. What I'm saying to you is, like, when you are channeling, what state are you in while you're doing it? Because we don't realize, right, a lot of the times that this thing of attracting what you are, and it doesn't have to be what you are, but maybe what we're speaking about, the state you're in, that is how those things work. Like when I hear people talking about some weird happenings with crystals and stuff and all that, I'm like, I question that. Like, I don't think it has to do with the crystal. I think it has to do with the person. I really, when these things are happening, you know, it's just like, for example, like a Ouija board. People like to just say, oh, you know, like it's evil, it's blah, blah, blah. But look at the people who use it. They're looking for action. They're looking for a party trick. They're looking for, you know, they're not using it with the right intention. So what do? They end up attracting those types of spirits. So I don't think this is anything to worry about. They actually are saying you can send it away at any time, which I'm a big believer in that. Not only that, okay? If you want to know the other way you can get rid of this is you elevate your frequency. Elevate your frequency. When you elevate your frequency, these lower dimensional energies, they can't sustain. And now if you're asking me, how do you do that? I mean, you have to look at your life. Like, what do you eat? What do you give life to? What's your state of mind? What do you think about? Are you, do you talk to yourself negatively? You know, like, I don't know what that's going to look like for you. But it gets harder for those spirits to attach or even stick around when you elevate. That's why they'll just go find someone else. But I think we've got like chaos here. Oh, that's great. That's really great. That's good. That's a good start. Listen, you don't need to be scared. Nothing here is set in stone. I think we've got an earthbound spirit here. I'm very drawn to this card with the in-between, like the in-between of the world he's holding and these two wands. I think we've got like an energy that is a little bit like, okay, good. But I even if it's not malicious, because I actually didn't say that. I just felt like it was chaotic. So chaotic can be anything from playful. I mean, even like children who are earthbound spirits can be chaotic. They'll like run through your house. They'll knock stuff down. They're not bad, but it's chaotic. So I can't go back on that because I do feel it. I just feel like it's a little bit more, and that's what I feel like maybe making you feel unsettled. So I would say maybe put the channeling aside until you've worked on the other things that you want to work on, which is how you maybe even feel about the channeling, okay? And then, like I said, work on the frequency. Let me see here what you're learning. Really? That's cool? Not cool, but I mean, like, it's cool that I said that, right? Let's see what you're learning with this. Like, why, like, what are you supposed to learn right now from this? Wow, this is wild. Look, everyday life. Look what I just said. So live sustainably like a modern day eco guardian. Don't rely on single-use plastics. They contribute to pollution. So basically what this card is talking about is what I just said. Put it aside until you figure out, you know, basically how you feel about everything. But didn't I say also elevate your frequency? So she's taking out the trash. And she's getting rid of, you know, the things that she doesn't need, what weigh her down, what is trash, you know, and she is limiting like the pollution in her modern day life. So that's what I would advise, okay? I don't think you are a bad channeler or you have an issue with channeling. I just think something may have happened at the time, maybe, you know, when this was occurring. It was like whatever you were putting out, maybe it came back. I don't know. Like you got that back. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you at all. Okay? But send it away. Send it away if you want. You can totally do that. It's showing you to do that here. Okay, Daniela, I'm going to now. Then Mel for 2. Then Basma. I'm an accountant, graduated in October 2025. Congrats, but still have no job as an accountant yet. Will I get any offer in the near future? I'm working night shifts in the medical field right now, but I want a job in the economy field as studied. Or should I just change the field totally? What does she need to know about this? I'm going to tell you what I just heard. That medical field may be actually a valid direction for you. It might end up being a very, very valid direction for you. Like, as far as an avenue. Huh. What does she need to know about getting a job as an accountant? Okay. I'm kind of surprised by what I'm getting here because it actually is, you know, speaking to kind of like long term, which I don't usually like to go too far down the road. But whatever field you get into, oh my God, this may actually be very disappointing to hear. You will get into a field in 1 year from now. It's either 1 year from now or 2027. You will be in a different field, but you will have not went to any kind of school for it. That's the message. Like wherever you end up, because I see the organization here, you will be there with no schooling. Like you will have not went to school. So I don't know if you get in by a connection or like work experience, but you didn't go to school for it. That might be very disappointing to hear. I mean, I don't know where you are. Thank you. I should probably just trust myself more too. Oh yeah, you have to. When you are channeling, you definitely have to trust what you're being given. But you even have to have like a perspective on even what you think about the channeling itself. Like maybe there's some conflict even with what you're doing. Maybe you don't really realize, but you don't feel maybe as good about it as maybe you think you do. Like maybe you don't feel it's as right, or maybe you are even good at it. I don't know. I actually see you in a career and you're going to be fine. It's just that you have not went to school for it. So I don't know if that means, I'm thinking that does not mean, like, it's not accounting. It's not accounting. Oh, hey, Sophia. It's not accounting, Daniela. Let me see if I can find out what this is. Let me see. What career is this? See, I don't think you need to actively change your career. I think it will happen naturally, but I feel like you get in somewhere else, either by a connection, someone you know, or by work experience, by way of work experience. We've got educator, imparter, mentor, guide, and teacher. So wherever you're going, and no, I mean, listen, yeah, okay, let's go there. Maybe it is a school, but if it's not a school, you will be a person in a role who trains others. So this is not even like a low income or low wage or like a junior. This is like you're now passing on the information to others. Give me more. Okay, don't be scared about this. You're not going to be a farmer. This is literally this card. Okay? This is already being cultivated, but it's also speaking to cultivation, harvesting, and I'm telling you, this looks like experience. Like your experience outweighs the schooling. Like, so wherever you're getting into, whatever this place you're getting into, you didn't get any kind of education for it. It was just like you got in through experience. But oh, okay, they're telling me a little bit of a side message here. If you want a little bit of a side hustle, okay, wow, I'm surprised they're giving you this. Okay, not that you don't deserve it. It's just, it's like a totally different message than you asked for. If you want a little bit of a side hustle, stop focusing on becoming an accountant and put your services out there to people who want to learn. Sorry, I had a text I had to look. how to do their own accounting or offer your services to people like as a single person accountant. You don't need to work in no place. But in the meantime, if you want like a little tidbit, why not teach people how to do their own finances? Why don't you start a channel? They're telling me there's so much you can do. There is so much you can do. It just hasn't been explored yet. But be the farmer, okay? He's the guy, just like the Knight of Pentacles, that prepares himself 1, 2, 3 years in advance. And he doesn't, freak out, when he has a failure or his corn went bad, He's the one that celebrates after a year when the harvest happens. And he's like, oh, look, it's all coming to fruition. So this is not going to be the easiest path to success. But what I can promise you is that it will be as easy as you make it. So I think you haven't opened up your mind or broadened your horizons enough as to kind of like the modern world. You don't need to go and get a job as an accountant. If that's not happening right now, put yourself out there in other ways. Talk about the things you know. Start a channel. And I can see a channel being like a farmer too, because sometimes you don't even see real success until like 4 years pass. If I would have given up after a year, I would have never seen the success I had now. And it's interesting too, because, when you do this kind of stuff, it just branches out into other things. Like it just keeps going. Like I will be coming out soon with merch, and I will be coming out soon with my tarot deck. I never thought I would be doing that like 3 years ago. But I see you as a very prosperous, profitable person. So listen, to wrap this up, go start teaching accounting in ways that you can think of, all right? YouTube channel, I don't know, put yourself out there, do people's taxes, or offer accounting services. You will end up somewhere, and I see the organization right here, and it's going to be a beautiful place. I just can't, they don't want me to know for some reason. I guess I can't know. I can't know what kind of place it's going to be. But if I had to with the Hierophant, it can be anywhere from a hospital to a school to a government agency, okay? But you will not be there because of your schooling. You will be there by way of experience. And that's going to be where I leave it, okay? Don't worry, I will not be deleting this. I never delete any of these lives, just letting you know. So you can always just check back, and the easiest way to do it is just find your name in the transcript, okay? All right, Mel, I'm on you now, and then Basma. If anybody wants to get in, do it now. You'd be next. You'd be coming up soon. Okay, you booked 2 questions though. And I don't know am I supposed to know who this guy is? Or did I tell you he was coming? Because I don't remember anything. I don't know. I feel like you're talking to me like I know who he is. Did I predict him? I don't remember. Okay, so your first question is, what was he thinking? Oh, okay, so the 2 questions are, what was he thinking? And then what was he feeling? Is that what it is? Talk to us about this Aries guy that Mel ran into. What was he thinking? Yeah, that's interesting, because, if you keep bumping into someone, that's not random. So there's definitely something there. What was he thinking, feeling about her when he saw her? Can I ask if you were carrying something? Did you have a lot in your hands, or were you rushing, or I don't know. I'm just curious. Yeah, so that's coming up here. You just look kind of like, I don't know. I can't, with the 10 of Wands, I could put it as tired, exhausted, carrying something heavy, or, you know, just being really fast paced. But he's also thinking about the fact that it's weird that we keep running into each other. I think he thinks a lot about what he's going to say. Like, what can he say? He thinks a lot about what to say. He considers it very, very, you know, wonderful when he sees you. It says fun times. So definitely. Oh, we're on the same time zone. It's 12:12 here too. So we've got the boss, the entrepreneur detached. We've got the Ice King. Let's do one more. I think he really is just really wondering what he's going to say to you, how to approach. How much do you know about his life? I guess I want to ask. Like, how much do you know? How much do you know? Okay, that's your second question. All right, no problem. How much do you know about him? Because there's, I don't know, there's some pointing to some other stuff here. And, like, I don't know why you need to know this. Okay, Eva, I see your payment. I feel like he's not going through the best times right now. Like, I don't know what's going on in his life right now, but I feel like he's very focused. Yeah, I mean, listen, maybe, but I'm not really seeing so much in regards to love. I'm seeing a lot in regards to work. And maybe feeling like where you would fit in on that, but it's almost like when someone's at a point in their life where they're, I don't know what word I want to use. Like, they're not doing the best. So it's like they naturally just don't feel like in the mood for love kind of thing. This guy is either trying to make it in life, in his business, or hanging on by a thread. But I do feel like communication is here. What kind of communication, though? I don't know. I think he worries about kind of giving you the wrong impression. So if he was just to keep it very bare minimum, you may then say, hey, Jaylen, what's for lunch? I'm gonna like use my senses. I feel like it's a sandwich of some sorts. Is it a sandwich? Anyways, yeah, I don't know. He's got more problems in his own life outside of you. I don't even think he's upset with you. I think he's more in like a weird situation or a sticky situation that prevents him from being able to want to feel like he can even do anything with anyone. I don't know if he's worried about his work, but you know, it's one of those things, and I'm looking at it from, oh yay, salad. I'm looking at it from a male's perspective. I think he would want to communicate with you, but I think if he didn't do much more than just say, hey, how are you? Or keep it very minimal. You may then interpret that like he's toying with you. You know, now that I'm thinking about that, that must be a real thing. That must be really a thing. Because you see how like sometimes us women, we feel like that? Like we just want to move slowly. But if a man does it, he probably gets labeled a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like low effort, all these things. He would talk to you, but he wouldn't have any effort because he's so focused on, I feel like, something else. And I don't know if it's money problems, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. I wanted to go slow and he wanted commitment way too fast. But I'm talking about right now. I don't know when that was. I'm talking about right now. Right now is weird. Like there's weird energy around him. Like, I don't know what's the problem. Let's look at like feelings. Let's look at feelings. I'll tell you, Mel, the energy on Earth right now, honestly, even for someone like me who has a real good, like I do really well at staying very optimistic, but even I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know what's happened since this year started, but it is so, it's like something sped up and I don't know what it is. It's uncomfortable. Like the energy is really uncomfortable. And I even have a hard time trying to stay optimistic, you know? So if he's having money problems, I couldn't even imagine that. I don't know. Okay. Let's get some real like messages from how he thinks and feels about you. Sorry, Mel. He thinks you're drama. He thinks you're drama. I think he's got enough drama. I think maybe he can't add any more. Anyways, more. I wish to be like you. So, like again, there's nothing wrong with you. I don't think his attraction has left. It's just there's something else. And the wishing to be like you, give me a card on that. We've got a clouded head. We've got a clouded head with the Seven of Cups. So we've got someone who's not thinking clearly. These aren't really the best cards for what they think and feel about you. I mean, they're not really that. I mean, yeah, okay. You know, still attracted. But I don't know. Maybe you getting over this or, you know, apologizing or wanting to be in a good space to him seems delusional because of after what has happened. It's like, why would you even think, you know, that you could just apologize and we could just be back on good terms kind of thing? It seems like that. Not only that, look at this. He may not even be this guy. He just may be very icy right now. Very closed off, very detached. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not the greatest. Let's see if we can just get one more card to find something. Let's see something. Okay, one card from this deck on feelings. Thank you to everybody who's liking the video. I really appreciate it. Okay. We've got relationship, commitment, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. Yes, I am, Jaylen. I think this is speaking to what you mentioned because this was on the bottom. Snake. I don't think he trusts you. You may have really hurt him too. Not that it's your fault or that you need to think about it. I'm just saying, I think you may have also hurt him too. You know, he was willing. He was down. He was down for it, you know? Yeah, this is what I'm getting. I don't know. It's a bit, you know, things could change. They could definitely change in the future. But right now, I don't know. It's weird. Weird energy. Okay. Let's see what you're asking now. Again, predictions of what might happen. Okay, let's see what might happen. I just need water. I'm so thirsty. What's going to happen between... Do you want to give a time frame, Mel? Do you want to give a time frame? Like, do you want to give a time frame when? Okay. Basma's next, then Eva, then Daniela again, and then Jaylen. Okay. This year or next? Oh, goodness. Let's just do this year. Yeah, definitely the sun is acting very interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on in the sign, in the sky. Wasn't it even in prophecy that before, like, you know, the last days of the last days, you'd see signs in the sky? Now, I'm not religious. I'm just saying. I'm open to whatever is out there. Just because I don't agree with it 100% doesn't mean I don't knock it. Especially when some of it does come to pass, you know? What will happen between her and this person this year? Oh, these are not the greatest cards. More. I see limitation all across the board with this spread. Lots of limitations. I just have to say, I think this person's extremely sensitive. Whatever happened before may have really, like, irritated them, okay? If this person really wanted you, like, let's be real. If you really want something, you'll try. You'll just keep trying, you know? But something has, I feel like, snapped. Like, I don't know. It's like they feel protective of themselves around you. I guess they really liked you. Damn. I guess they really liked you. Okay, let's see if the messages change. You know? Like, will they come to feel anything for her? Will they come to feel anything for her? Oh, goodness. Now, listen, if you wanted to look at the positive, you know, the positiveness in this card, you could say that right now means not forever. I don't know what I feel about this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. It's like I'm trying to just like scan to see if there's any sign of anything. They seem extremely focused on their finances for some reason. I wonder if they're one of the people that are going to be let go. You know, let's not pretend like that's not a thing right now, that everybody's worried about money. I mean, seriously, I just feel like this is affecting almost everybody. It doesn't matter like from what walk of life you're at, everybody's feeling it. I don't know. I would be careful. Let go. Oh, like maybe from his work or something. I don't know what you're saying. It's interesting here because if this person does come and approach you like randomly out of nowhere, I would be careful. I wouldn't jump in because I think and that's why I was just taking so much time to look at it. Oh, really? Okay. I'm trying to find something, and I think I did find something. So what I would say, I think there's going to be some point down the road where they're going to psych themselves up. They're going to psych themselves up. And I don't trust the way that they're psyching themselves up because it almost feels like to me like I'm attracted to her. I want to be with her intimately or whatever way that means. So let me just see if I could try to like do this and not catch feelings, like be a player kind of. You know? Let's see if I could do this without catching feelings. But the intention is really to come back and just take what they want. Like, I think you could see a different side of them. I think you could definitely see a different side of them. And that's the thing I worry about. That's kind of what I feel like I'm worried about here. Whoever comes back, they're coming back like, I don't know who that is. That's not the first person that you encountered. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. And I don't like the anxiety card too, because I'm telling you, I feel like I'm questioning in what way are they coming back? Like, what are you coming back? What are you doing this from? Like, from what kind of energy are you doing this from? What do you want? Because you somehow like wounded his ego. This guy has a big ego. Okay, so when people say no to him, it's a big deal. But I'm skeptical of this person coming back because I don't know under what pretext, like what do you want? Okay? I thought he was about that the first time. Mel, I don't really understand that's why I rejected him. Wait, I don't understand what you're writing now. Like I feel like it's hard. I wish I could like hear your guys' voice. I thought he was about that the first time. When you say that, what are you talking about? I thought he was about that the first time. Are you saying that because that's what I told you? Because if I told you that, I'm going to stand by it. Okay? Just because you rejected him and you don't know why. Like, I wasn't sure if he was a player or wanting something real or serious. Okay, but just because you're just seeing him out and about, that doesn't take away from the fact that he could be like that. I never once said that he was a good guy, even reading here. Even reading here. I never said that he wanted a commitment with you or anything like that. The first reading I got, you told me he did want something serious. Okay, so then what do you mean by I thought he was about that the first time? This is hard. You know, when you're writing, sometimes the chat's delayed too. But I think things are different probably now. I don't know. I wouldn't really do that. I really wouldn't listen, you did what you felt guided to do. So whether I said that he was, whatever I said, the first time he was coming around, you had to reject him based upon how you feel. If you're saying that you rejected him based upon something I said in the reading, then that's something on you. But I don't think you're saying that. I just think I'm confused here. I'm confused by what you're writing. Oh, from your own intuition. So then how can it be wrong, Mel? Like, how can that be wrong? Did she do the right thing by following her intuition? Yes. Okay. So the Hierophant, this is your belief system. Okay. This is literally your belief. Okay. You're asking if you followed your intuition, but this is what your belief system was, or your belief at the time, which we're talking about an intuition. What is an intuition? When you feel something and you feel like you believe something is based upon this because of your intuition. So you're not wrong. Basically, I thought he was a player the first time I met him. And then when I got a reading from you, you were saying that he wanted commitment and he was serious. Maybe he was. I don't know. Maybe he was. It wouldn't be the first time a player, okay, changed their ways. Don't ever underestimate the player. When it's that right person, oh, they'll do it. They'll change. A player can change. Trust me. I don't know. I was confused. Okay. It was your fears rather than your intuition? I don't know. That doesn't say so. I think you did what was right for you. And I really wouldn't live with regret. I wouldn't live with regret or what ifs. That's a real waste of time. Okay. Basma. Hi, Chitra. So I've been feeling presence all my life. I know I'm a medium from my mother's family side. I chose not to practice it. Why this keeps following me, even though I choose not to intend that it's suppressing. Oh. My mom had the gift too, and she didn't practice. You don't, just because you have the gift doesn't mean you need to practice it whatsoever. I mean, look at those religious people too. They have it. They'll never tell you it's a psychic gift, an ability. They'll say it's just God, but they don't practice it. So, yeah. But your question is, why does this keep following you? Let's find out. Because you have it. It can't follow you if that's what you are, right? You're welcome. Just to let you know, Mel, like, even if somebody wants a commitment with you and, you know, wants something serious and you reject it, I don't get what's wrong about that. There's nothing wrong about that. There could be 5 more guys that approach you that want commitments. It's how you feel about it, right? So I would stick by what you feel. Definitely. Okay. What does she need to know about her gifts and why it keeps following her? Okay, I have to ask you something, Basma. Is there something that you're running away from? Is there something around these abilities that you would consider yourself running away from? Because I feel like there's a belief about these abilities. I don't know if you would admit it openly, but that is what's causing, I feel like, the frustration. But not only that, with the hangman, it's your perspective. Even that you have to do something with it. If it's as little as your perspective on you thinking you need to do something about it, that can cause friction. That can definitely cause friction. And can I tell you another thing? These presences, I don't know who you're speaking of, but to me with this card, they feel like they're your guides. Are you aware of who these presences are around you? Because to me, they look like they're your guides. So I would hope you wouldn't want them to go away. I don't even think they can. I don't think it even works like that. Channel spirits. Okay, you have the star here. These are the presences, okay? Let me explain something to you about how this works, okay? These spirits, whatever you want to call them, they're real smart, okay? They understand, they know how it works. They have to learn how it works over there on the other side, but they are aware of this thing called the light, okay? So let's say you have a friend, okay? And they want to get to your friend and bring a message. They see you around that friend. They see you have the light. You're open to it. They're going to come through. They're going to go to you to get through. That's what they do. Now, this is where I feel like I don't know if I have any advice to offer on this, because for me, what may work for me may not work for you. But I'll tell you, in my neighborhood, I get messages for everybody. Do I go tell them? No, because why would I do that? This has become a way of life, but I don't choose to look at it like, I guess I'm not as agitated or aggravated by it, so it doesn't really bother me anymore. But the only way I would say it still bothers me is when I'm like, listen, I'm trying to sleep here, you know? Like, I'm getting sick of this, you know? I really don't care what's going on in these people's lives, but it still happens. Now, I have in the past done this thing where it's just what I do. I imagine a brick wall. That's what I do. When I had somebody I knew, when I found out about their death and the way they died, it was very tragic. I said, listen, I'm not ready. I actually said it out loud. I don't know, again, if that's going to work for you, but I was like, I'm not ready to communicate. I'm just not, because I felt really weird around it, okay? Just in the way that they passed. And you probably also feel too, like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do something about it, right? But I did that, and, you know, they honored it. They honored it. And then, you know, kind of when I was ready, you know, I allowed for it. But it kind of goes with the territory. It still happens to me till this day. I know when people are pregnant in my neighborhood. I know when something's going to happen to them. And I don't even like these people, honestly. I don't even like them. They go to who has the light. It's kind of just what it is. But I also feel like a lot of the times you could be picking up on your spirit guides too. Your spirit guides are very, 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 like, they are making themselves known. Like, not everybody. That doesn't happen for everybody. I wouldn't say I've ever been shown my guide. I know there's people out there who know their guides' names. I don't have that. I put a do not stir sign. Yeah, see, you could do that. But I just feel like it comes with the territory. You have the light. And these spirits have messages. They have messages. They can be relentless. Listen, they can. They can be relentless. I don't know what to tell you. I just want to protect myself. I don't know what these spirits are and what, so I choose them. I don't think you need to be afraid. I don't think it's dark, okay? You know, remember, your belief in everything is what contributes to it, okay? I personally don't believe that anything can touch me, okay? I'm in 5D. I'm protected, okay? People ask me, do you pray for it? I'm like, no. Why would I pray for it when I have the belief system that I already am protected? And by the way, when I hear things like dark energy or danger, these words, they feel like they imply danger, and it just feels like very 3D, and I don't resonate with that, you know? I see a lot of signs and I'm open to it, but I don't know where these are good or bad spirits. Well, how do you feel? How do you feel when they're around? That's your number one clue. How do you feel? Maybe work on that, on your intuition. But it's interesting because you have the walking away and letting go. See, he's looking at the moon, okay? The moon is his intuition. He knows he has it, but he's choosing to surrender it and let go. Maybe there's a resistance with this. But I just feel like it's your perspective. That being on the bottom of the deck, it just points to your perspective around all of this. Let's see if you can do anything here to help this. Let's see if there's maybe anything you need to work on or advice we can give you. Uphold your nature. Interesting. Uphold. So maybe it's the whole like not liking it, hating it, feeling like you don't want it. That's making it, oh, I think you need to accept it. Protect your temple of the body with unwavering resolve. Don't let the false allure of drugs dim your divine light. Now, don't worry about the part where it says drugs. It's just interesting to me that we have a black crow here, because those black crows, even when you look at them, what do you know about them? That can be a very suspicious, you know, superstitious animal. But then you have other people who can view it like it's the most sacred being, the raven. I think this again has to do with the perspective. This has something to do with the perspective. It's what's causing you to be so uptight about this. And you can say no. Like I said, I have things happening to me all the time. I get messages for other people all the time. I choose. I can say no, okay? I don't have to do anything anyone's telling me to do. It's just like in this world. Why are these spirit beings any different? Okay? Would someone in your actual physical reality be able to tell you to go do something? Or if they wanted to communicate with you and you didn't, did you feel like you had to? No. So what makes this any different? That's what I'm getting for you. Okay? Once I heard something very bad and I was very anxious, then I then decided to close it all and refuse to channel anything. Okay. You know, that's your choice. But I just want you to know not everybody reacts like that. Like, I've heard things too. I've been here one time channeling and I heard like a basketball just start bouncing in one of the other rooms. I don't even give a crap. But it's me not giving life to it that makes it just not even become like bigger than it is. I heard one time when I was waking up from sleep, I heard a man yelling in my ear. Like inside my ear, I heard it. But I don't, you know, I don't know if maybe you're understanding me, you know? If you want to let it go and you want to release it, do it with like, you know, a different kind of energy, but not like with afraid and fear and all these things. It's just like when someone's like, you know, like bothering you, like a bully or something, you know? Now I know you have to stand up to the bully, but stand up to it, you know? You have the right, you know, go away. I don't want you here. Don't be afraid. Okay, let's go back over here. Eva. Okay, Eva, then Daniela, then Jaylen. If anybody wants to get in, you would be after Jaylen. I'm currently meeting several people romantically. Is this my future already in my orbit, or is someone new entering? Whoa, what does that mean? You have some suitors, you're saying? Is my future partner already in my orbit, or is someone new about to enter my life? Wow, several offers, huh? Good for you. So when you're waking up and you're hearing stuff, you need to understand that you've just literally left, you know, a higher dimension. A lot of the times your body, your soul is just kind of snapping back into your body. So it's a very heightened time, okay, for you to hear things, okay? I don't think anything is trying to attack you. I just think in those moments, you're just very susceptible to hearing. It's just like when we're in sleep, you know, we're in a higher realm, right? Talk to us about her love life. Eva, are you there? Oh, what is going on here? Uh-oh. Okay. This is one of those times where you could be asking about something else and Spirit's like, no, we want to talk about something else. I'm even going to include this here on the bottom of the deck because it resonates with the Magician. Aurora, I see your payment, just letting you know. Eva, I feel like I have someone being shown to me here. I don't like the energy at all. It looks like I feel like somebody who may have left you hanging. It could speak to an ex as well. I think someone's coming back from the past, but I don't know if it's this past, like in this reincarnation, or if it's like a past life. And that's why I was hoping you'd be here to clarify this, because there's a second chance to do something with this person, but I feel like they're going to let you down. Give me more on this person's inner thoughts towards Eva. Oh my goodness. Are you there, Eva? Eva, are you there? There is somebody presenting here, and I just don't know if they are new. I have to get the fact out of the way that this is not an ex. Okay, do you have an ex or someone who has been being shady, like wearing a mask? Is there an ex? There's several I'm talking to. I get it, but are any of them exes? Like, is this anybody like from your past that, because I've got reconciliation here, so I need to squash that. Is there an ex? No exes. Okay. There's someone in the circle with the Three of Cups that I feel like you need to have a real, like, keen eye out for. Okay. I would say that they're probably the one you feel the most attracted to, but you ended things again recently. With one of them, one guy from my past has reappeared. That's him. It's him. I feel like this is an ex. Look, there's a second chance here. He's coming back. There's a second chance. The window is still open. There's still more to do. And I do feel like it's going to present as an opportunity with the roll of the dice to like take a chance and see what happens. But you've got way too many cards that scream up to no good. And you know what's interesting about this guy is it's not really about you. It's more him, his lifestyle. Yeah, I don't know. This says it's not over. This says it's not over. There's nothing I can do about it. Even if you say that you left him again, this says it's not over. But I feel like this is about him. It's his life. It's the way he operates. It's really like when you peel back the mask, he's a good person, but he presents like a fox, like on the prowl. Like, I don't even know if he's been operating for this, like this for so long, he doesn't even know who he is anymore. See, I feel like he cares about you. It says here, I wish I could understand you, but he doesn't understand you. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't get bad. I could see why you would get bad vibes because, you know, he's a snake. He wears a mask. You got a magician on your hand. So what you're sensing is that whatever is presenting, something's off about it. Yeah, I don't know. Why is he showing up of all people? Yeah, that's kind of what happens. That's kind of what happens. It's, you can ask all the questions you want, but sometimes, you know, they're going to take the opportunity while they have your full attention. That's just what they're going to do. And it's interesting too, because I feel like he's determined to get you. This next time around, he's determined. He wants another shot, and I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know how he's going to behave or what he's going to do. Okay. Maybe this is just coming up to say you made a good decision, okay? Maybe this is good. Maybe this is coming up because of that. Maybe this is good. Okay. What I'm going to do, but keep in mind what I said though. Okay. About him coming back. I just feel like there's this feeling around unfinished energy. Let's see if we can get anything on any of the other ones, okay? Yeah, I see that he's a player. You got it here, you got it here, and you got it here. Damn. Good for you. Oh my God, look at you. Too many guys. Okay. Is there any other guys she needs to be aware of? Yes. Is there an older man? Are one of these suitors an older man? And I don't mean like 80. I'm just saying, is he older than you? Does he have a family? Like, does he have kids? Like, did he have kids? Was he married once? Okay. Well, that's good. It rules it out. I've got a man here. If he's not older, then he's just presenting as more established. More established. He wants something like a family. Yeah, he's looking for marriage. Okay. I don't care what you're looking for. If you're looking for just a party, I'm just telling you what he's looking for. He's looking for the opposite. He will make his feelings very known. He's very like forward about that. They're showing me he's a top pick. He's a top pick. Does this person that's coming to see you, how far away do they live? Well, where do they live? I feel like I'm being drawn to this card like he is willing to make a move or a location change or, I don't know, take a risk with you. I don't know what that means. I really don't. Okay. Listen, he's a good candidate. He's ballsy, okay? He has a bravado about him. He's willing to take risks and he has mental clarity. He's also established, and that could be in any way, whether that be with his confidence, with his demeanor, okay? What do I mean by that? He's not scared. He's not afraid to assert himself. He's like performing in the role, okay, in his skin, all right? He wants marriage and he wants it soon. He wants kids, family, all of that. So that is your man. Okay, no problem, Jaylen. Sorry, I know you're at work. Yeah, that's your pick, okay? That's what they're telling you. He's a real top pick. And the more that you start to see that, you better let those other guys go because he's not going to deal with that. He's going to be asking you very soon about, you know, who you're following, who you're friend requesting, or who are these guys on your page, you know. He's not... my list is, I've got 3 more people. So you'd be 4th if you got in. Maya. You better know what you got here. Okay. So once you start to realize that too, I wouldn't dilly dally. And I'm not saying commit, but I wouldn't keep talking to other guys. Okay. Because he's not going to like that. That's your guy. I don't know what to tell you. That's who they brought forth. You could talk to him about it. You could talk to him about it. Don't ever underestimate that. Sometimes people just think, oh, that's the way he is. I'm just going to rule him out. No, tell him, I don't like it. And if you want to keep talking to me, you're going to have to change a little bit, okay? The way that you're acting. He may surprise you. He may change. Because if he feels like you're worth it, he would. He will. Okay, Daniela. Since 2 years ago, I felt a pull towards a guy I met in Spain, where my parents live. I live in Sweden. I don't know why. It feels like I'm obsessing. Does he feel the energy too, or am I crazy? The bad part is that I'm married. I can't write messages. Oh, why is that? You can't write messages? That's interesting. Okay. Is it like that you just don't want to write? Well, there's no point in me asking. You're not going to write. All right. Talk to us about this connection she feels. This guy in Spain, what does she need to know? Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's a very big card to get. That's an extremely big card to get. Whatever happened there, that was real. That was a real experience, whatever you experienced. There's the energy that you feel. Okay. I would say he feels it too. Actually, maybe even stronger than you. Now, this may have been also with the 8 of Wands, a catalyst that came in to change the trajectory of your path or activate you. But I can tell you here with the Hierophant sitting underneath him, he's aware that this can never be. He's aware that this could never be. Like we've got the Hierophant here, which talks about, you know, the tradition, the traditional, the belief system. How does he feel about her? I have to let you go to find myself. I can't come to you. This love is crazy. Okay. Definitely it goes both ways, okay? It definitely goes both ways. But it's one of those things that just get put out of the mind immediately because it cannot be. I would also say here too that I think this could be someone you know from a past life, and that's why it's like a cord. it felt so strong. But I also think that this is about the individuals involved, okay? So this is about you and your life, right? And it may never go away, but you are being advised to focus on you and maybe just accept that, like, again, this is a spiritual connection or cord that the two of you had. It happens to everybody. And maybe make peace with that, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes, I'm going to be honest, you know, when you can't have something, you would be surprised at how much that makes people feel it more. If this person was right in front of you, maybe you guys wouldn't even entertain it. But I just think here, this, whatever this was very real. Very real. I'm going to go look at what you wrote again. Yeah, see, there's the pull. I don't think it's that you're obsessing. You have to understand that, like, hold on, I'm just going to get up for a second. You have to understand that, like, we don't feel things like this in life. It's not common for us to walk by people or even meet people that we feel anything for. So when you do, it's going to obviously stay with you. But I just feel like this maybe have a higher purpose to it. And it could have a lot to do with like ask yourself what your life was like after that day, you know, that you met this person. Because I think this is really about you, even though it's real, the connection. And it has a lot to do with your life, you know, just like how it has to do. I think it's serving simultaneously for both. But I don't think that even if this person was in front of you, that anything would really happen. I think it's just more like absence makes the heart grow fonder, or the fact that you just can't have each other, or you just can't even entertain this, because that adds thrill to it too. But yeah, they feel it too. And again, you're not crazy. I think what you feel, you got to start honoring what you felt. Okay. But it says, I can't come to you now. It doesn't mean forever, just not now. So that's interesting. I think this was about you being waken up or activated. I would really take a look back and see how your life has changed since you've met this person. That's what I would say. But yeah, they do feel it. Mm-hmm. Don't say that the bad part is that you're married. This happens, okay? It's society that makes you feel like it's bad. But really, in life, okay? We've been sold this illusion of, oh, this is bad, this is blah, blah, you know, whatever. That's all crashing down. That will all be crashing down very soon. Because one person for the rest of your life with no experiences with others, it's very limiting. And we're not talking about sleeping around, okay? But this is a spiritual connection with the Hierophant as well. You have a spiritual connection to him. That's what it is. Okay, Jaylen, what is coming up for you soon? Okay. What does Jaylen need to know about what's coming up for him soon? I am Basma. What's coming up for Jaylen soon? What does he need to know? I really do want to say that I feel like there's a family event, and there's actually a lot coming up. I feel like there's an olive branch being extended from someone you may not be talking to, someone you've had some isolation from. I don't know if they're in the family. I don't even know if this is your own mother. Like, I actually wish you were here. Oh, goodness. Because I'm just wondering here, what is the state of your relationship with your mother? Or is your mother even here on the earth plane? I've got an offer coming, and I can't stop saying olive branch. I feel like it's an olive branch. I do feel like if it does come back, this opportunity to mend a fence or whatever you want to call it, you're going to have to go about it very differently. Okay. Oh, there you are. I love my mother. We're good. Okay. I don't know who this is then. Can I ask, is your mother okay? Like, is she okay? Like, is she okay financially? Like, is she okay? Like, is she doing okay? Like, is she doing okay? Or is she, I don't even know if this is connected to the mother's side. Is she doing okay? Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know if it's financially. I don't know which way it is. Well, like what I'm seeing here. Yes, it is. Luxie. Yes. Okay. I can't stop feeling like this is something around the family. This is something around family. Is there anyone on the family, the mother's side, that you're not in speaking to? Is there someone, there was like something like a falling out or anything like that? I just can't stop feeling like this is an olive branch. It's an olive branch. Olive branch. Yeah, there is somebody. Okay. I wonder if your mom's involved, like trying to get that person to say sorry to you, or trying to get them to come back around to you and see, you know, you for who you are or something. But anyways, listen, let's not focus on who it is. The message is more about having no filter. Like, if somebody wants to come back or wants to repair something, we're going to have to do this in a way that is, you have to go to the description box. Go to the description box of this video and you'll see how to do it. It's all there. You're like a brand new version of yourself, okay? But the advice is to have no filter, as in raw honesty, authentic communication, speaking your truth, all of that. This could go really well, but it also could go not so well. Not so well for you. It's not about you. It's about them. But we got a fresh beginning on the way. But I also feel like in that same message, there's payback. Like karma cycle, what goes around comes around, time to settle accounts. Like, you are going to be dealing with something karmically. And listen, maybe I have the person wrong. I don't know. I really don't know, but I can say it's a person. I would say it feels male to me. It feels like a male. It's interesting because I just don't feel like you're interested. Like, when it comes around, I just don't even feel like you're interested. Maybe you're doing it for your mom. I don't know if it is somebody in the family. You could definitely take it or leave it, though. I would say that as well, too. Just because I'm saying that there's somebody here, it doesn't mean that you have to go with it. Mm-mm. I feel like you're also coming up into like a time period right now where you're going to have a lot of people showing up. When I say a lot of people, it could be 3. But there's going to be a lot of people who want to be around you, especially people who once knew you, but didn't really see that, like you for who you were. And now when you're not there, there's been a lot of time to think. And they want this energy that you have. Like they're sensing this elevating from afar, unbeknownst to them. They may not know. But I just feel like you've moved on. You've moved on. Give me more. I'm telling you, there's some sort of like olive branch or like a getting back together with. A time of divine understanding. Yeah. You know, when you come back with somebody and you can kind of finally see each other for who you are and who they are, and, you know, the misunderstandings get squashed and stuff. That's kind of what this is saying, like a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So that's also kind of what I've been seeing too about you. You've got this real heightened light around you, and it's attracting a lot of people wanting to be in union with you. And I don't just mean romantically. I don't just mean romantically. And it's interesting too how one is grabbing for the other's hand, because I can't stop hearing this olive branch. Like I'm extending an olive branch. And I don't know. It just feels like it's, but we have to be like no filter about it. We have to be no filter about it. Like we can't do what we did before. You know, if you really want this and you want to come back into my life, then we got to be real about it. Give me more. What else does he need to know? I wonder who. Yeah, I wonder who too. But don't take this to the 9s. If it's like a random person, it doesn't even have to be that it's something very serious. It could just be people. I mean, it does feel like there was love there. I don't think it could just be an acquaintance. It feels like it had to have been like love. More. Oh my God. Another card. These are the only 2 cards that talk about love in that whole deck. That deck is actually more about manifestations and stuff. But I just felt like I had to, they were telling me like, take this deck, like take this deck and pull. A romantic or business opportunity is indicated. Who's this person? Try to give me something about who's this person coming. But the thing is, it could be many. I felt like it may not just be one person coming back. But who's this person that these 2 cards are pointing to? Okay, they don't want me to know, but what I can tell you is that in the background, they've been evolving. They've been evolving in the background. They've been quietly evolving. And then you've got a Temperance card, which speaks to divine timing. So this can't even be predicted. It's going to literally come in on, you know, the universe's good time, perfect timing. But they want to work things out with you. It didn't end so well. with the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you even ran away from them or you left them behind. I'm thinking this is more romantic. This may be romantic. Yeah. This may be romantic. I guess we'll have to just see how this pans out. The only other thing I can think of is that if this is you that's been working on, you know, creating a better version of yourself and elevating, and this could just be what you're attracting in. That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, I'm not getting any other way to look at this. This is either somebody coming back and wants to try again, or this is what you have attracted back with the payback, the boomerang card, through elevating and speaking out and speaking with no filter. I don't even care if this is, you know, your YT chat. I don't even care if it's that. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do too, Jaylen? I'm going to draw one card from here. Like what is the way that this person feels? Maybe it will give you an indication. How does this person feel? How did they feel about Jaylen before? Like when things went south, if it is somebody from the past. What is the truth? Okay, they lied. This person either lied or this was around your truth or their truth or the truth, period. Now, if this is someone new, how will they feel about Jaylen? They have hurt me. I don't know. I don't think this is new. I don't think this is a new person. But it could be with the they have hurt me. That's kind of an indication of who they'll be because they may talk to you about their experiences. They may tell you what their family did to them or their past lovers. They may have some stories about who hurt them in their life. Just remember that. Take a mental note. Okay. I'm going to Aurora. Then I have Basma. Then I have Jasmine. And then I have Jasmine again. So Jasmine for 2. Okay, Aurora. How do I move on from the end of a friendship? I feel guilty, even though it was toxic because of how abrupt I was. I didn't give them warning to try. Okay. How can Aurora move forward or move on from the end of this friendship? So I think your feeling of guiltiness is keeping you from that. So I would say work on that, just an FYI, because this may actually have nothing to do with the other person. This could just literally be like you're saying it, I feel guilty. Well, that would kind of keep you in, if you're feeling that, from moving forward, right? Oh, goodness. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to tell you something that may make you feel Either better or worse. You're alone in this feeling. You're absolutely alone in this feeling. This person that you're inquiring about has actually moved forward and has moved on. These feelings that you have, like it's literally, how do I word this? I don't want to say that your feelings don't matter, but you're kind of alone in the feeling because you're feeling guilty about something regarding another person when they don't even feel it. They don't feel nothing. So I think this has more to do with you. It could be a new way of being. And I see here with the Knight of Swords, this is the abruptness, okay? You felt like it was a bit forceful, or it was out of sorts, or it was not really, you know, how you usually operate. So I think it's a new way of being for you. Could be your basically first time ever being like this. But it takes some getting used to. But I think here, you need to just really move on, because this is a waste of time. Your person, your friend, they've already moved forward. They've already moved forward and moved on. I don't see them being caught up on anything. So if you knew that, then couldn't you just let it go? I actually feel like this ending was good for the both of you. I'm going to put it there. Even for them, it was good. I think in time, this will fizzle out. I don't think this is going to be a feeling that stays with you for much longer. It could just be how you're feeling right now. Maybe in time with the Four of Cups, you know, you'll learn to release this. But the self-isolating from each other, it was bound. Listen, if I was to tell you that it was supposed to end, would that make you feel better? Because I've got like a 10 here, which says that this was going to end, whether it was you doing it, whether it was them doing it, whether it was some situation that came up, it would have ended. There's many different timelines in which things can end. You just chose your route, and you know, that's it. That's all it was. I was worried they would attack me. Oh God, no. I don't see that here. Look at that. This is why this feels so uncomfortable, Aurora. You're not used to it. Do you realize that this is bigger than just feeling guilty? You've literally broken a cycle, okay? You've ended harmful patterns. You got freedom from repetition, new beginnings. It stops with me. You took initiative. That's really what I think it was, or what it is. That's kind of what I was picking up on. Hi, Sophia. I think this is literally you, and just really being new to all of this and just feeling like uncomfortable. I don't even think it's guilt. I don't see any kind of attack. I see, honestly, in this spread, everything is as it should be. Everything is as it should be. Thank you to everyone who is liking the video. I really appreciate it. I can't comment on that, Carol. I'm not really, I mean, you can put that definitely in the chat. She can maybe look into that, but I can't like back that up just because I don't know. I don't know that I ever felt guided to do anything like that. But I know there are people who do stuff like that, so I don't know. But yeah, there's nothing more to say about this. You got to give it time, okay? You got to give it time. I'm not sure here that in time you'll look back and you may even feel this was silly to feel like this, okay? You're welcome. Okay. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Okay, Basma. So I have Basma, then I have Jasmine. Hi again. Messages of vibe from spirit. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Okay, messages or any advice for Basma. So, I feel like they want to talk about your belief systems. Have you asked recently for success? I mean, I know everybody wants success, but I just feel like they're telling me, you know, you've been asking for ways to be more successful. They're trying to give you a lot of ideas around that. The problem is that I feel like there's a lot of like, no, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. I feel like there's a lot of choices being thrown at you, but you may consider them too hard. Have your spirit guides been giving you ideas on how to maybe make money or even directions to take? I feel like I feel like this is about achieving goals. They're trying to bring you money, like financial stability. It says that right here. But whatever they've been offering, there's like a stagnation with it. Okay, this is also about not being single anymore and offering you a luxury life. They're trying to tell me, now you at the end of the day do what you feel guided to do, but they're telling me that a lot more leap of faiths need to be taken. You're wanting a lot, but you're not willing to do much. And it's not that you're not hardworking or that you're lazy, but I think that a lot of the things that they're bringing you to do, like in the way of ideas, they're not things you would have ever considered before. And it can seem a bit scary. It can seem a bit scary. I feel like you want something maybe a little bit more understandable, or it's like I want to be comfortable, but I don't know. You could be really successful. Is this, let me be honest here, because I remember what we just read on earlier today. Are they trying to say go and work as an intuitive so that you can bring in money? Are they trying to push that on you, like in a way like, hey, you should offer your services? Because I feel like that. And They are very impressed though, like with the fact that you're not settling. Okay, it says here temporary loneliness, choosing solitude, waiting for better, not settling. So they're very happy, you know, with the choices you've been making in love, but I feel like they want you to take more risks as far as securing the bag, as in, you know, financial stability, but it's things that you're still uncomfortable with. So Sundays, you just go to the description box of this video and it will direct you on how to, it's very simple. Just go to the description box. It will tell you all there. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm seeing here. They try to thwart you out into like the spotlight, but I feel like you're not comfortable with that. And listen, I get it. I get it. Oh, you have ideas. Okay. Yeah. What are you waiting for? They're saying. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Let's talk about the success that can be reached or fulfilled should you entertain. Should you entertain that, those ideas? Talk to us about it. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. So I have a feeling that your belief system, again, is what's stopping all of this. Now, that's a process, but I just feel like time is of the essence as well. We're kind of battling up against that. So maybe the advice is to start like taking, you know, some time every day to just work on that. Just work on that, because you literally could have so much more if you just took some more leap of faiths. But I get it as the reader, you know? But even that is also a belief system. You see that I just feel I have to do things before. What if that's not in true fact? I get that you believe in success, but that last part is also a belief system. You believe that you feel you have to do things before. So we don't need to get into like what that really means. I'm just saying, there's no better time than now. Sometimes there's no perfect time. It's just some things that are beautiful, that are birthed out of, it can be birthed out of chaos. There may not be no special particular time. Maybe they're trying to say, hey, it's now, okay? But you have the potential to be very successful, like extremely. And I love this card because this speaks to like early retirement, generational wealth. She's even on that beach sipping that drink and she's accumulating money. She's not even doing anything for it. It's extremely passive. You talked about me not saying single too, if I'm not mistaken. No, I mean, yeah, but I just think you're good with that. Like, I don't think you need any advice on that. I think they just wanted to kind of like say, hey, what you're doing is good. And even by being like this, you may even bring somebody in. Because let's be real, when you are not settling and you're okay, you know, with solitude, you'll faster will in somebody in than somebody who is just completely desperate for it. It's just true. And if you're like, well, I see desperate people all the time who are attracting people in. Yeah, but they're versions of the desperation. That's why it never works out. That's why it's always drama, right? So that's the message. Okay. Are you here, Jasmine? Okay, so what does she need to know about the challenges, the journey, how it unfolds, the benefits of working on the expansion within her creative field? What does she need to know about this? So I can see it's a hard time right now. And you are literally building. Your manifestation, your wish is fulfilled. It's going to come in a very unsuspecting time. I don't think you're going to really sense it. Are you trying to be like your own boss? Are you trying to be your own boss? Because you are going to be your own boss, the Emperor. You are building, he is a boss actually too. He's either a boss or he's his own boss. Yes, and build my production. Okay. Does this business have a lot to do with outside people, like investing or offering something to you? I see help coming on the way, but it doesn't look like help. It looks like help through funding or donations, these types of things. Does that make sense to you? Like, I see people coming. I probably have time for one more, and that's it. Just letting anybody who's watching know. Yes, it requires so many others and funny. It's sometimes it's something I'm trying to get comfortable with. It's interesting with this outside resource help because I don't see you trying. I literally see them appearing. I don't even feel like you're like trying to find it. It just appears. This is a process. It really is. But I feel like if you keep the dream alive, okay? And I am going to tell you, it needs to be you who keeps the dream alive. Like, this is not a joke. Like, it's going to take a lot because everything in your physical reality is going to scream, this is not going anywhere. And it may be like that for a while. Like, if anybody's going to have hope in it, it's going to have to be you. No one else is going to be able to have that. It's your project. But I see it. I see, like, and it's just, I feel like it's so shocking when it comes in. Like, it's so shocking. Like, where do these people come from? Like, you will refer to them as angels, like these people who come in. But I see there's an issue, I feel like, around the funding. It's tight. It's limited. I can only do so much. But even sometimes just the vision alone is good. Like, the vision alone, just having that vision alone. It's like people, I don't know why they're telling me this. It's like people who play the same numbers in the lottery for like 20 years and then they finally win Who the hell is going to do that? Honestly, what majority of people would really do that? I wouldn't. For 20 years, but I guess he believed it, so he won. I'm not saying it's going to take you 20 years. I'm just using an example. Give me more. Yeah, this is a mountain you're going to have to climb. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So the mountain, interesting, and it's a 4. A 4 is like, honestly, when you look at the 4s, even with the life path 4s or the number 4, it's hard work. There's no like windfall with 4. I mean, yes, I see it here, but it's usually after some time, you know, like moving. This is no viral moment. Give me more. Lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. So I really do understand that, you know, you're going to have to protect this dream. You're going to have to be loyal to it. But that's also holding the secret to it all too. If you just harness that, you could actually be successful. So it's not really pointing too much to anything else other than literally the spirit of like the belief in what you're doing. I would say if all you have to do is believe in it, that would probably be a lot more easier than blood, sweat, and tears. Okay, one more. Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Yeah, there's a lot speaking to. I've been told that it's a long shot, but it feels so aligned. Good. Give me more. So you sent 2 payments. Did you just want me to spend a lot more time on this? Is that what you wanted me to do? Because I only saw 1 question. Give me more on this business, this creative business. Let it go. That's also a big part too. You know, maybe you're holding on to the dream too tightly. Oh, so what I'm doing is okay? You don't want anything else answered? Are you a subscriber or did you just find me randomly on live? Give me more. Hidden encounters, private meetings, discreet intimacy. Nobody needs to know. There's going to be some silent investors. There's going to be... Oh, thank you. Thank you for your support. There's going to be some private meetings that take place. And I actually like this because the people that want to invest, they're not even trying to control anything. They just want to like be a silent investor. So it's not even like they're trying to come in and tell you what to do, you know? Give me more. Overnight success, rapid rise, sudden recognition, unexpected breakthrough, all eyes on me. Yeah, this will be very successful. You got to believe in this with all your heart. Like, seriously, don't give up. Let's do 1 more. There's going to be a lot of this. Crossroads, important choices, life-changing decisions. Choose wisely. Your next step matters. Now, don't freak out with your next step matters. Just know that this may be a common theme that while you're doing this, it's not going to always just seem like, you know, like you have the handbook, okay? It's going to be constantly, it's going to constantly feel like you're making decisions and your choices and I'm making the wrong one, I'm making the right, if I'm making the wrong one. There's a lot of this asking questions, you know? That comes with the territory, okay? Now, I'm going to just pull a card from here as well too, because I want to know if there's anything. Let me just see if there's anything that you can start working on today to help you, like, you know, externally business, like by working on something internally, how you can fix this or make this move along more effortlessly. Embrace balance. Blend ambition with rest. Blend ambition with rest. Are you resting? Are you letting it go at times? Or are you holding on real tight? Blend ambition with rest, passion with presence. Don't sacrifice one aspect of life for another. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? I'll be right back. Are you having fun? I've been being in both but not balanced. Definitely trying to balance. I'm having fun and stressing, both in extremes. Okay. So I would say with that response, you probably should look at that, because nothing in extreme is ever going to be good. Okay. Wow. I'm excited for you. This is amazing. I wish you all the best. I actually feel like they told me to, hold on. I'm going to draw something from here. It's my angel cards. Okay. I have not picked these up in the longest time. Let's just get a couple cards, 2 cards to leave her. What can she leave today with from these 2 cards? Take action and look for a sign. It also has on the bottom, communicate clearly. You can ask Spirit for help with this. Please make sure you're communicating with them. If you want their help, ask them. It doesn't have to just be you, okay? Doing this all by yourself. Ask them to bring you people. Ask them to show you what you can see. Ask them to show you what you can't see. Really, like, ask for help. They want to help with this. They want to even give you the ideas that you need, okay? So don't be afraid to ask them. You're welcome. Okay, we're going to Alexis. I'd like to know about my living situation. Timing would be helpful, but I understand it's difficult. Okay, there is nobody after Alexis. If anybody who's watching wants to book, I would do it now, because after her, I'm going to leave. Okay? Let's talk to her about her living situation. Now, hold on here. What did you exactly ask? So that question, it's kind of too general. What is it that you want to know about your living situation? More specifically, what do you want to know about it? Are you there? Okay, I don't know if this person is here. I guess, I'd like to know when and how I will get a new place. Okay, there we go. So what does she need to know about this? Okay, got it. Oh, there's the new beginning card, so that's beautiful. Oh, wow, these look great. Okay, these 2 wanted to come out together. There's a big, strong emphasis around the number 3. And I don't know if this is 3 months. it's either going to be, I think it's 3 months. I mean, it can't, I don't know. Maybe it's the third you're moving. I don't know. I don't think it's 3 years. I can't look that far into the future. Okay. I actually see a new beginning for you, and I see a moving forward. But can I tell you, you'd have to like move real quick when it happens. I feel like there's this moment that something opens up for you. And I don't know if it's like, hey, we have the place, the other people declined, or I don't know what this is. I don't know what this looks like. But you kind of have to move real quick when it happens. And I think that's going to scare you because you're not going to know if you're making the right decision, I feel like. I don't know why I'm picking up on this. Like, are you trying to rent someplace? Because I feel like there's this like split second moment where, you know, you need to act. You're stuck at this time. You're not going to be stuck for much longer, though. I can see here it's been a while. You know, you've been kind of manifesting. Look, see the Queen of Pentacles? She's the most patient. That pentacle in her lap is literally her manifestation. And she stays very calm about it. You know, she's not going to be frantic like other queens would be about it. She has the most perseverance. But this actually, I feel like, happens for you. It's just that I feel like it's chaotic. There's a chaoticness around it when it does occur. Reconsider. I don't know that I was supposed to pick that up, but hold on here. Okay. I've gotten moving. That's not a word. I've gotten thwarted in a different direction here. I can't help it when that happens. What's going on in your romantic life? I feel like there's an okay, wait, let me wait for you to respond. I have a child and I don't want to throw things off for his sake. Okay. I don't know what that exactly means, but I feel like okay, are you saying you don't want to bother him because you have a child, so you've decided to like not have this relationship? But are you trying to are you saying you're doing him a favor? You want to do him a favor? Is that what you mean?